Friend, don't let your life slip by. Don't get lost on a spiritual journey either. True meditation is home, here and now. We only need to be clear about this and keep attention coming back home to its heart.
Welcome to I Should Be Meditating with Alan Kleeman. And here's your guided meditation for the day.
Welcome to the meditation session for today. Breathing meditation. So coming to a posture that we've come to associate with paying attention. So maybe it means sitting upright in a dignified, upright, alert way. Maybe putting a little kind of emphasis on the skull moving upward toward the sky if we're sitting, or a sense of our back elongating and lengthening. Maybe the chin tucks in slightly. The back of the neck elongates and lengthens. The shoulder blades fall down the back. And we relax our face. The tensions in the facial muscles. As soon as we turn our attention to them, we can relax them a little bit. And whatever's left over, just allowing that to be there. Allowing those sensations to unfold, to behave in whatever way they want in the face. And maybe allowing the relaxation in the face to transfer itself down through the rest of the body as far as it goes. And maybe also noticing that if we have our eyes closed and come inward, that the engagement of the attention with all the kind of frazzled, dispersed ways it gets involved in this and that it's kind of coming in. It's kind of collecting itself. And this is something that we can notice. And it might even feel like kind of coming back to oneself. Like, oh yeah, I'm here. So taking an interest in that sense of coming home, coming present. And in this stillness of being present again, we notice at the same time that there's a lot of action. There's all these sensations happening all over the body. And the ears are hearing. The eyes are still seeing. And there could be thoughts, words, images. All these things are still operating. They're still open. And there's nothing that we have to do about them. Just letting them all work. And just bringing a little emphasis, a little attention to the sensations of the breath in the abdomen, in the chest, in the nostrils. Noticing that there's quite a bit of action. Even in this stillness, there's quite a bit of an action there. As the breath expands and contracts, the breath sensations change. The sensations in the abdomen change. They become more intense, less intense, bigger, smaller. They're moving about. And there's also some motion in the chest, in the nostrils. And just keeping those sensations present. No need to block anything else out. Instead, just emphasizing these so that they're just a little bit more present than everything else. And to help make them more present, in a very subtle way, we can breathe in a way that makes it a little clearer. Like maybe breathing a little deeper or a little shallower, a little faster or slower, a little smoother or crisper. We can play with the breath, not really forcing it, but just edging it in a direction, in a way that makes the breath feel clearer, more prominent. It kind of sticks out in the mix of all the other things that are appearing in our awareness. And we may also notice a little urge, like a little urge to breathe in a certain way that would feel really good. So we can follow that urge. Or we can just play with it and experiment and just see, how nice can I make the breath now? So we may want to breathe in a way that seems to massage the inside of the body. Like massage through the chest area where there's reverberations of emotions. Massage into the lower abdomen where there's that kind of nervous gut sensation. Almost like our body, the core of our body is like a sponge. Breathing in, we're soaking in good, pleasant breath sensations. Breathing out, releasing pleasant, relaxing breath sensations out from the core of our body. So we're not even having to think about paying attention to the breath. We're really just making the breath present and making it pleasant and keeping it there, keeping it present, more or less present. Other things can cut in, sounds, other kinds of sensations, thoughts. They can cut in and out. That doesn't matter. It's just that the breath is more or less continuous, more or less present. And all those other things can be there or not. We're just not going to concern ourselves with that. And once we have the breath kind of being there, it's kind of an object in space, in the space of the room, right where our body is, right in the core of our body. That place in space has breath sensations that are changing, expanding, contracting, becoming more intense, and then at the ends of breaths, maybe more subtle. And it's just like an object that's just there. And we're tending to it. We're keeping it there by really soaking in the sensations, really feeling them. Almost like we're breathing into the ember of a branch. When we blow out, the ember glows. Breathing in, the ember glows. So we're glowing these pleasant breath sensations, tending to them, keeping them present. And once they're more or less present, then we can emphasize really enjoying enjoying these sensations. So instead of paying attention to the breath, we're enjoying the breath and enjoying it continuously. So what would it be like to really enjoy the breath at the beginning of the in-breath and continuously enjoy it in the middle and end of the in-breath, the beginning, middle, and end of the out-breath, emphasizing a little bit the continuity of the enjoyment, which kind of means enjoying it and also checking on the continuity of that, kind of making sure that it's continuous, the enjoyment of it. And to really enjoy the breath continuously, we might notice that our inner mental attitude might shift in a subtle way. So if our inner mental attitude is kind of concentrating, bearing down, kind of straining, striving, or else kind of coping, waiting, that we can do something, a subtle shift in our inner mental attitude. We find we can do that. And breathing in, we can breathe in and soak in and enjoy an in-breath with an open attitude, an attitude of enjoyment. And breathing out, releasing pleasant breath sensations and enjoying that release with an attitude of relaxation, calm, ease. So that we're not really trying to pay attention to the breath, but really just enjoying it, and enjoy it with an open attitude. So really breathing in a way that feels good and receiving that good feeling with an open attitude. And then knowing that this short guided meditation will end soon. If there's any trace in our attitude of kind of impatience or coping or dealing, we know that we're only going to breathe for a little while longer. So let's really enjoy it. Really let go. The face muscles don't have to do any work to really enjoy and feel the breath. They don't need to do anything. So allowing them to hang off the skull like a mask. And the inner mental attitude doesn't need to strive, strain. It can be one of ease, meditating with ease, enjoying the breath continuously, really taking this opportunity to get a few more really pleasant breaths, breaths that have really registered with us. And having that be continuous, more or less continuous. And then with the last few in-breaths, out-breaths, kind of letting the breath go, let it be whatever way it is. And it may still announce itself, that's fine. But kind of coming back to this sense of I'm here. Kind of looking at the one who was enjoying the breath, the one who feels the breath, yourself. And just resting with that. Just simply being as you are. At home in your body and mind. And relaxing the face, relaxing the eyes, allowing the eyes to float open a little bit at a time till they're a little bit open, almost all the way open. And just pausing for a few more moments of stillness. Maybe noticing that this sense of presence, this sense of really being here, is also the same with the eyes open. That same rest, taking rest in simply being. And then slowly moving the body. It might feel good to move the body the way a cat does. Kind of slightly tensing, slightly stretching. But not in a mindless way, really feeling what we're doing and kind of enjoying what we're doing. So this is a great way to practice breath meditation, an emphasis on the enjoyment of it and the continuity of it. And we'll explore meditation in many other ways in future guided meditations. And as always, you can leave a voice message for me, and maybe in one of our meditation discussions, your question can be on the next show. So, looking forward to the next time.
Thank you for listening to I Should Be Meditating with Alan Klima. Having troubles, obstacles, or are you unsure about something? Ask Alan. To submit a question, go to ishouldbemeditating.com. And Alan may respond to you very soon on a future podcast. Chances are lots of others will benefit from the answer too.